Headed on over to Netflix this week to see what was trending in the movie space so I could watch and cover it. I checked out the top two, number one being Eileen, which I'm going to cover in the next video. That was certainly an experience. And this one, A House of Dynamite, a movie that appropriately took me 3 different sittings to watch because the film is told from 3 different vantage points. Oh, I hate it. Say, before I light a stick of TNT and shove it up my own ass because I hate myself, why don't you go ahead and blow up the subscribe to keep up with me in the show Adam Does Movies. I'm Adam, I do the movies, on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Okay, I'm gonna get into this, I guess, movie, if we're gonna even call it that. Really a celebration of the lowest common denominator coming to Netflix again. This is the quintessential do anything else while this movie is playing. There's a couple things that are really frustrating about this. Number one, it's directed by Kathryn Bigelow, who has done some absolute banger films in the past. This is the woman that brought us Point Break back in the day. She directed Zero Dark 30. She directed The Hurt Locker. The woman knows how to make a damn good film. So what the hell happened here? Oh yeah, Netflix happened. Almost every time Netflix scoops up one of these directors, mediocrity sets in. Look no further than what they did to my David Fincher over the years. The other incredibly disappointing thing about A House of Dynamite is the first 30 minutes kind of trick you into thinking it's going to be something good. Even though the approach is very unconventional, it still had the makings of an interesting film here. And by unconventional, I mean this. It feels like this surreal experiment that's being done, where they took a script that had to have been produced by ChatGPT, I refuse to believe it wasn't, and just completely ran with it. We learn very little about the characters in this movie. There's no levity at all. It's incredibly stark and dire from start to finish. It's told in 30-minute fragments, and this movie has this weird artificial polish to all of it. It really felt like I was watching a fake episode of 24. The camera even has that wobbly effect, doing those artificial zoom-ins and zoom-outs, making it feel a little bit more cerebral. But there's really nothing clever going on here. It's really nothing more than a guided tour on how America would respond to a very disturbing situation. In this case, a mysterious missile has been launched and it's about to hit Chicago. The whole movie takes place within like a 20-minute window or so. And again, the momentum at the beginning is very strong. It helps that Rebecca Ferguson kicks things off. I love me some Rebecca Ferguson. Unfortunately, after those first 20 or so minutes, you're not gonna see any more of her. When we kick to black and then we fire up from a different vantage point and start the process over again, the movie loses all of its speed. All of its strength is gone. And now we're left kind of like, oh, okay, so we're doing it again? We don't get to see if the missile hits? Spoiler, we never get to see if the missile hits. I mean, we kind of know it does because the military was incompetent and couldn't figure out a way to stop it. I guess it's just a stark reminder that even though we feel like we're comfortable and safe, all it takes is one rogue missile to completely devastate an entire city. Because the government, with all its secret bases, fancy rooms, laid out cookie platters, with people at different command levels, with special titles and privileges and secret code words, all amounts to a hill of dick when an actual serious threat is presented. The idea is sound. It was the execution that just failed miserably. Again, pops off right away. But when you have a lot of sizzle but no steak, you're left with just an empty promise. There's a good varied cast of characters here. I saw Jason Clarke at one point. Idris Elba finally shows up late in the game. You got Anthony Ramos as a soldier. There's plenty of actors here. They just don't have to do much acting. It's more reacting. They're just looking at different screens and video calls and news stations and just going, oh, what are we gonna do? It's just a very sterile, empty film. And some people will say, well, that's the point, Adam. It's supposed to be this like somber reflection. I don't give a shit. I want to be entertained by a movie. I don't want to watch some boring kind of true to life scenario as this script thinks it's going to play out. The best part of the movie were the fancy Call of Duty-esque video game style font treatments that would come up like every 5 fucking seconds. Oh, we're at the Oval Office now. Please let me know that, movie. Here you go. Title: The Oval Office. And the letters start to space out over time with a nice fade out. You got some beautiful typography, nice padding, nice kerning there. I was somewhat fascinated by this movie because it has a decently high Rotten Tomato and IMDb score. So I thought, okay, well, maybe Netflix got one right this time. Maybe this one's different. It's got a good cast to its name, nice ensemble picture. We'll find out. And I fucked around and found out the hard way that, again, sustainable for a little bit. After that, it just whimpers like a fart in the wind. And you leave on the just emptiest calorie note possible. What a fucking disappointment this was to end. Just a total waste of time for me personally. My wife fell asleep after about 20 minutes. Probably the best sleep she's had in months. So there you have it, a pretty rapid fire quick review for A House of Dynamite. Did not blow me away, that's for sure. And speaking of not blowing me away, this next movie, oh my God. Eileen, that documentary biographical bullshit that's trending #1 right now. Oh my God, what was that? I'm gonna talk about that experience in the next review. So again, think of subbing to the show. Adam Does Movies on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you want something to watch, I highly recommend It, Welcome to Derry. I'm having a great time with that one. Just to end things on a more positive note, there's still good TV out there right now. All right, that's all I got for you. Hopefully I see you next time. Take care.